Hey, what is going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here again. Today I just wanted to show you how we ended up the week um, on trading indices, Nasdaq US 30. And so I'll show you basically the setup. Two entries made today. Was kind of doubting a little bit, especially on US 30. It was taking a lot of time for the price to actually start pushing up, but ended up actually going the direction we wanted. So first, I wanted to show you this, guys, that this right here, this is my VIP group, and this is the free group right here that I have on Telegram. Which, by the way, if you want to follow me for free, the link is in the description below, and you'll find out that I actually did share this setup today, and I'll show you here. This is the actual setup, right? Seeing the consolidation, liquidity below these lows, above this high. So I was kind of expecting the market to go down, activate the buy limit orders to then go up, and that's literally what the market said, what the market did, as you can see right here. Very simple setup. Understanding that at least on a 5-minute, just looking at it on a 5-minute, we are bearish. Even from yesterday right here, we can see that the market is going to the upside. So even during Asian session, the market was actually still pushing up. So I was okay, was right interested in looking buys. I had also this position right here on a 15-minute. Actually, I had an area here. This is like a POI zone that I had just in case I was going to be the liquidity today, because the market went a little deep. If I would have put my stop maybe a lot tighter, I would have been stopped out most likely. But you see why it's important to always try to aim a little further back. Don't be like too tight. If you put it too tight, sometimes you can get stopped out, and then the market will just skyrocket after that. So anyways, that's what I was seeing. I was thinking that if I get stopped out right here, the market will be going down to cover this imbalance right here. So and I had this another potential scenario, so I would be looking perhaps for buys in this area. So, well, you can see that the market just ended up pushing up. Beautiful. The target, why I was actually aiming to that zone. If we go in a 4-hour, the market is actually reaching a very important potential order block. This is a POI zone that I'm checking right now, because we did have imbalances. They were covered already, by the way, with this push. So market has been pushing up for the entire week so far, and I'm sure it's going to close bullish right now. Yep. If we look on the weekly time frame, you can see that this candle now is closing. Looks like so far, well, we still have what 3 hours and 26 minutes for this weekly candle to close. If it closes bullish engulfing, well, that's a sign that, hey, maybe the markets could start pushing up and going that direction, as I was kind of predicting for a couple of weeks now. So let's see, it's a very interesting zone, this area right there. So but anyways, that was the actual setup. Very simple setup. I did share that on the free group, and then on the VIP group I also did. It was pretty much repeating, doing kind of like the same thing. You can clearly see the market was building up liquidity. It was consolidating for a little while. Market dropped. It did a little trap right here. This right here is manipulation of the markets. This is what retail traders don't see or don't understand, how to trade this type of traps. Okay, normally retail traders will be looking for buys if the price is reaching a for a second time or third time a support, right? They will be looking maybe for a trigger, maybe a bullish engulfing, a 3-candle reversal, whatever trigger they have. They might be getting in. They place the stop loss below the zone, right? So what is the market going to do before actually going up? The market will wipe these guys out. It will come back down, wiping this early buyers, and then activating this order block at the bottom. This is when the market is actually going to go up. All right, so basically this is It was a trap, basically. It was manipulation. Okay, this is basically how we see manipulation. You see this breakout to the downside, it was just a little trap right there, because it will induce even sellers. So let me explain you this right quick for those who doesn't understand this type of traps or fake outs. Basically, when the market is consolidating like that, let me actually draw it. Let's see if I can draw it here. So when the market is, let's say the market is pushing up like this. You got a big push, pull back, push, pull back, and you have a big push, and then all of a sudden the market starts doing this. Start moving sideways, consolidating, right? What normally happens, or what a retail trader would understand, okay, we're still bullish, right? What they will see is that, okay, we're actually kind of still of an uptrend, right? We're still pushing up. And let me put this. Right, this is just a resistance and a support. So the price is still pushing up and is consolidating. So so they are basically expecting the market to do this and just simply continue to the upside, right? Perhaps they are right. Sometimes the market will do that, but a lot of times what the market is going to do is something like this. The market will break to the downside, go ahead and touch a potential order block that most likely was formed somewhere here, right? And this is when the market is actually going to push up after that. So you see, it is a fake out for this, guys. Every time, I'm saying, every time the market is consolidating, every time the price gets back to a zone, right? A lot of traders will be like, okay, this is a potential double bottom right there, so I'm gonna go on a buy. Boom, they are buying right there. Not just one guy or two guys, no. Thousands of traders are actually getting into buys right there. Every time the price comes back to this level, they are buying. The same happens with the sellers, right? So if the price comes back for the second time to this high, and they maybe see, I don't know, a bearish engulfing candle, they're most likely selling right there. And again, not just a couple of sellers, no, there are most likely thousands of sellers right there, right here. So at some point, this entire zone, it will be covered with money. This is money sitting right here. Why is money? It's where the stop losses are, right? That's liquidity. They call it liquidity, okay? But it's basically money sitting right here. Stop losses from these buyers and stop losses from these sellers who are looking to sell, right? So you don't need a machine, you don't need some type of equipment to know exactly where the stop losses are. It's very simple. If you've been trading for at least for a little while, you would understand that normally traders you're not the only one placing the buy here and the stop loss below the zone, right? Because that's what they teach us. When you're learning price action, you know, all of that stuff, you know that normally the stops are placed below the zone, a few pips below. The same if you're on a sell, you know it's consolidating, right? It's a very strong resistance. When you go on a sell, you place the stop a few pips above the zone, right? That's what they teach us on price action. So this is what a retail trader is seeing. And an order block or a smart money trader, they are waiting for the manipulation to come in. They just sit back, relax, and just wait for the manipulation to happen. So when the market does this move, right, it's wiping out this, guys. It's wiping out all this liquidity. It's taking a lot of money from the markets. Not just this. Even right here, sellers will get very excited. And they will say, oh shit, this consolidation now broke to the downside. Oh, okay, now market could be dropping now. So let's go ahead and sell. So on the breakout, they enter directly on the sell. Right there, they place the stop loss, let's say a few pips above the zone, and they go with that sell. So they are happy. By the time the prices keeps going down, they are very happy. And then all of a sudden they start seeing this shit. Oof, boom, and they stop you out. Guess what? More liquidity taken right there. So a lot of manipulation happen here. You know, this spike to the downside induces sellers to also get into a sell, and is wiping out buyers, is wiping out early buyers, and is wiping out sellers, right? So smart money traders, they will wait for that manipulation to happen, and then just look for an order block, and normally outside this consolidation. They look a little bit back in the past, and let's say we have an order block right here, or we can also have an order block right here. Sometimes you have two order blocks. Sometimes the price can even get this deep right there, and that's when it's actually going to stop. So it's liquidating even guys, even people from here, or thinking that this was an order block right there, or something happened. Maybe the volatility or the sellers were, I don't know, was so strong, the pressure, that was still needed to continue to the downside. And what the market is doing is just activating, it's going for this order block to then go buy. So this is boom. This is how you get all those huge risk to reward ratios, like we did in the last couple of days. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see that I've been catching this type of trades. This is a 1 to 7, another 1 to 7. These were the two entries today. Look at this, just a 1 to 12 risk to reward. I was actually stopped out on this one. This was the only lost trade that I had this week. This right here, because I had another block right there, and the market went down a little deeper and it stopped me out. But then I understood what was happening, and then I went on a 1 minute and I spotted my second order block right there, and I just spotted my BOS and a change of character. So I got into a buy, boom, a lot better. I had a loss, yes, but then boom, I got that 1 to 12 risk to reward. So I get way more money on that loss. I was just risking, I normally risk 2% on my account per trade, right? So I lost 2% on this trade, and I gained 1 to 12 on this one. So it was a beautiful trade. This is how I normally trade, you know, manipulation, waiting for manipulation to happen, and spotting those OBs. If you're interested in learning how I'm trading right now, recommend you going on my website, teamprofitsenglish.com. You'll find out that I'm offering a bundle. Okay, that bundle comes with my course, right? This is the actual bundle. It comes with my course, mentorship, and VIP signal group for life. So you will be only paying $96, and that's a one-time payment, and you're part of the team forever. However, if you don't like, perhaps, or you don't want to waste the time because you already know how to trade, or you understand already price action, you just want to skip the learning part, you just want to go for signals, I am offering also a signal group there. This is basically the monthly fee. Just go check it out on my website, okay, teamprofitsenglish.com. I recommend you, by the way, just getting the bundle. It's better, it's always better to learn, guys, because at some point I might actually get tired of doing this thing, maybe providing signals. At some point I might say, you know what, guys, I'm quitting for the next month. I won't be providing more signals. So what's going to happen with you? If you don't know how to trade, and now I'm stopping from selling signals, what are you going to do? Most likely you're going to be looking for another signal provider. And maybe at some point, those signals at the end of the day, they are not teaching you, okay? This is what I recommend getting, okay? Because your knowledge, nobody can take this away from you. You know, you learn, you master the craft, and that's it. Nobody can take this away. If at some point I happen to get tired of even teaching, you know, the people who were able to get the course and learning from me, they will be able to continue on its own way, you know. So I hope it makes sense. Thanks again, guys. If you're new on the channel, please subscribe, give it a big thumbs up. It motivates me to keep posting videos like this, you know, more often for you. I know you like this type of content, so show some love. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.